Were you ever hungry growing up?
No, we always had food, but nothing like the food they got today.
Yeah. What was a typical meal like?
When we got a hot dog, that was a treat.
What about ice cream?
We made ice cream.
You made your own?
Made it out of snow.
Nice.
Mom was all the time making cookies and baking pies,
Yeah.
apple pies, blackberry pies, because we always had plenty of them canned,
Yeah.
We'd pick blackberries in summer and take them home. Mom canned blackberries. And
You ever go
peaches.
hunting as a kid?
Yeah, I went hunting. But
Yeah. You had a gun? You had a rifle as a kid?
no, I didn't get a rifle. I was about 15 years old.
Well, that's a child. That's a kid.
Yeah,
So
I guess I did after that.
So you'd go hunting
Traded a bicycle to a .22 rifle.
So you'd go hunting for like what, rabbits, squirrels, and
Yeah,
stuff?
something like that.
And you'd bring them home and you'd have that for dinner.
I'd quail hunt, kill quail.
And you'd bring it home for dinner.
Yeah. I remember. I gave my grandmother some one time. Boy, she just bragged on it how good they were. Them quail.
Where would you go hunting?
Up on the edge of Pine Mountain,
How far would you have to go to get there from your house?
Oh, probably about a mile.
So that house that I remember that was up on that hill when we used to go there when we were kids, is that the house you grew up in?
No, I grew up, in my
Part of it?
mostly teenager, but yeah.
Wait, so that's the house you were a teenager in?
Yeah, when I lived on North Branch, I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 13. And we moved over there, what's called Brock Hollow, when I was about, I'd say about 12 or 13 years old.
So the house that I remember up on that hill,
Yeah,
that was Brock Holler?
at Brock Hollow.
The house in Brock Holler, how old were you when you and your family moved there?
Probably about 13 years old, I'd say.
Yeah. Was that a bigger house compared to the place you
No,
were
it's
before?
probably smaller.
It's smaller. So
Yeah.
what prompted that move?
I don't know where Mom's idea was at, or Georgia or Nettie, because we lived right beside of Georgia.
Did she own that house, or was it
Yeah,
rented?
she owned it,
Do you remember her talking about how much it cost?
Probably just hundreds of
But,
dollars.
but you don't remember specifically?
No.
No. You don't remember anything about her finances or anything like that?
Well, she just drawed welfare, off Dad,
Huh. So what does that mean? She got it from the mines or
Yeah.
from the government?
Government, very little.
Yeah.
Then she started drawing black lung. Then she started getting a little bit. Then when she started drawing black lung, she got a better house.
What's black lung? I mean, what is that?
Well,
That's a fund that miners' families would get.
but,
So the mining companies established a fund for miners that died from black lung.
Yeah, I guess the government made them, or something, or a lawyer or something. I don't think the mine companies done it too. They didn't probably do it, but I'd say the government or some politician maybe started. I don't know.
I see. Any fads or any kind of popular styles that were popular when you were a kid?
Well, when I was a teenager in my early 20s, the bell bottoms was pretty popular. And when I was 15 years old, I had my mom taking my pants so tight I couldn't get them off. Now I don't like it that way. Then the bell bottoms, I remember I had a pair of bell bottom pants, and they was polyester, yeah, and they were stretch. And they was brown, and I wouldn't wear nothing like that if I know that I died. They would put me in place like that. I would wake up probably. But anyway, you ought to see them things. I can see them right now.